Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to the very center of Moscow, and welcome to a new supermarket video. Or is it a supermarket? We're gonna go and find out. The shop I want to show you is right in front of us. It's called Charge by Magnit. Now, Magnit may be familiar to most people, particularly if you live in Russia. They're a very well-known chain supermarket company. They have more than 30,000 stores across the whole of the Russian Federation. And this is their very first ultra convenience store. And we're in a very busy part of Moscow. Check out the mosaic on the side of that apartment building. It's very cool. Some really very interesting buildings nearby here. Some brand new, some a little bit older, a little bit of green space. And we are only about a 3-minute walk from Marina Roshe metro station, which I've actually made a video inside because it's the longest escalator in the Moscow metro. 3.5 minutes to ride an escalator. So if you want to see that video, of course, check that out. This actual shop officially opened this morning, and I was a little bit late to the party or to the opening. That's not a problem though, I'm here now. The actual store itself is open from 8 a.m. till 11 p.m, 7 days a week. Your pets are welcome. Seems to be a bit of a common theme when you go to Russian shops. Got some baskets right here as we go in. Now, the actual store itself is really more of a convenience style shop. And of course, if you are from Russia, you'll know the Magnit brand very, very well. But this is something quite different for them because it's this quick service, self-service style shop. Also, they've got digital screens right here. Now, there is a checkout point right here, but you almost miss it because of the fact they've got the coffee machines right there, and then over here the self-checkout locations. There's not that traditional counter that we'd be used to seeing. Lots of candy though, and this grab and go items. My favorite Haribo cola bottles right there. Everyone ever wants to buy me some sweets. So you've got self-service coffee right here, so you can make your own coffee. There is the syrups, of course the cups, and then of course the price list is really just a suggestion of what they have, but you quite literally make your own coffee. And then what they've got around the corner here, they've actually got a quick serve cafe. So they've got the gentleman here who's going to help serve some of the different dishes. There's another self-service checkout. Then what is really cool, and I've seen this now only twice in different stores, they've actually got a self-cooking, is it a noodle machine? Someone let me know. You can get the ramen right here and then the bowl and make your own noodles. There's actually even a sticker about how to do it. There's a bowl there once you're finished. And then the actual microwave is for ready meals. So just coming over here, you can see a little bit of bakery products and some pastries. And then what you've got actually on the menu here is things like pizza, hot dogs. There is also chicken nuggets, French fries, and they do everything on the spot. All designed as quick takeaway style food. There are some very nice desserts here. They've even got my favorite honey cake or medovik right there. And then around the corner here, the fridge with all of this ready food. This is the buzzword that I'm hearing so much about, food that is basically cooked and ready to eat. So you could actually use it right here in the store, microwave it, warm it up, and you're good to go. There's also some desserts, some more pastries, even fresh fruit as well, carrot sticks. And then, now we're basically walking around the shop in reverse here. So the way you would come in and go around the store. So there is an alcohol section, some wine, champagne. I wonder if there's an Australian wine hidden in here. Maybe New Zealand wine, possibly. I'm trying to see. There is right there, from New Zealand, a brand new shop. And it's sitting right on the shelf. So you can get some alcohol. There's even some fruits and vegetables. Just a very simple selection. The idea is, behind the name of the shop, Charge, it's to recharge or to refill, and essentially to grab things and either eat it in the store or take it with you and eat it on the go. Lots of nice stone fruits. Of course, we're in the middle of the season right now, so they're very popular. I did notice just up here though, they've got Starbucks capsules and Nespresso. So they left Russia and they're back. How are they possibly in a brand new shop that opened this morning? Now, a lot of the things that you're seeing in the supermarket side of the shop is what you would see in all other Magnits, just a more condensed selection and the basics that you need to make lunch or dinner. There's even a frozen section. There is some ice cream. There is some things which are actually mostly pre-made, so you can just put them in the oven or in some boiling water. You'll see there dumplings, pizza, and then even some different types of oven-ready foods. There's even ready-made lasagna. That's pretty cool. And then the fridge is here with all the dairy items. Now, one thing I'll say, if you've been to Magnits before, this is a more pared back, simpler version of their concept. And this convenience store type shop where they've got pretty much one of everything you need. You grab it and off you go. Interestingly, they've got some of the different meats here from Miratok, which is a chain supermarket in Russia that sells meats. They're also the largest producer of meat in the country as well, but they sell the meats to other supermarkets. So, fridge with some beers. So beer in Russia very typically is by the can, so singly sold. There's no cases and packs. Some cool drinks. Grapefruit double IPA. That's pretty interesting. Small batch beer. And then some snacks, popcorn. Of course, I've shown this quite a lot in other videos. Lay's chips. They've always got a very nice selection. And here is no different. I'm not sure if the new ones are these flaming hot versions. I think maybe they're a new flavor for the season. Pringles are still here in Russia. If you're wondering who I am and you're watching a video about Russian shops, I'm an Australian who lives here in the Moscow region. I live about an hour away from here. I don't live in the center of Moscow. And I make videos about everyday typical things. And coming to shops, supermarkets, shopping centers is what I like to make videos about. And come and see some of the different types of shops. So if you like this sort of video, perhaps check the playlist for other videos similar to this. Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about normal everyday life in Russia. Before I got to the shop, my plan was to actually do some type of food tasting. So I want to see if I can choose something from the fridge here. I think maybe I actually want to get one of the hot dogs because they look very popular based on what everybody's been choosing. And they actually even have different types of them as well. So what I did for tasting, I decided to get the classic New York hot dog. Now I'm in this ultra convenience store, and of course you've got to get the ultra convenient hot dog. And essentially you just pay for it at the self-checkout, you give them the receipt, and they make the hot dog right in front of you. Within about 2 or 3 minutes it was ready. So let's give it a taste. So there's a little bit of relish in there. There is some tomato sauce. And then I think on the top is like bacon pieces. I'm not sure what they call them, if anybody knows. And then classic hot dog bun. I mean, for me this is absolutely perfect takeaway food. Now, a couple of minutes before I pressed the record button, another customer in the shop said that if you've had a hot dog somewhere else and then you come here, you'll understand why this is going to become our specialty item. And you know what? I think he's right. Very tasty. And 159 rubles, so right about $2. I think you can't really beat it, you know, for a quick snack. You're in the store for 2 or 3 or 5 minutes. By the time you've paid and you're standing there, your hot dog is already ready. So this is what you want, right? You don't want to be standing around. You want to grab this and head about your day. So yeah, as I head on out of the Charge store, or Charge by Magnit is the name translated in English. And of course, I think there isn't a single person in the Russian Federation that doesn't know Magnit as a supermarket. They have quite a few different store sizes, from the smaller corner store style shop through to the larger hypermarket Magnits. I've actually made quite a few different videos in the different stores if you want to check them out. By the way, as I'm heading home, it's starting to rain. It's just not my luck in the last few days. It really is an interesting concept, this ultra convenience store, as it's been described. It is very similar to what people around the world would know as 7-Eleven, which different stores have tried the concept here in Russia and it hasn't grabbed hold. So this Charge by Magnit, I think they've got it pretty close to being right, and what I think will work. They're definitely aiming at a younger demographic and a younger shopper, and especially in high traffic areas like where I am here, the amount of people that are coming and going, and especially the fact that it's only 3 minutes to the metro station is a big help. And the amount of people that come from some of the nearby businesses and different companies, you know, it'll pick up the amount of traffic as people become more associated with it. The guy that does the hot dogs there was telling me that they're planning to have 100 stores by the end of the year, so that's pretty interesting. Hopefully they'll build on where I live and I'll have a chance to get more hot dogs. It's actually, they are really nice. And although I'm not a coffee drinker, they actually have some pretty fancy coffee machines in there as well. And the beans that they're using, they're actually making their own beans that they're selling as part of the coffee, or you can actually even buy the beans to take home and make coffee at your place. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video and my little taste testing that I'm adding into the videos. and trying different foods at different stores here in Moscow and in Russia. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments how that shop might compare to your local convenience store or ultra convenience store. And does it have the cafe option, the self-service coffee, self-checkout? I mean, a lot of it's focused on someone going in and helping themselves and then paying and leaving. And that's the idea with that ultra convenience, and especially where they're trying to grab that younger demographic who are on the go, they're on their phones, they want to grab something quickly and keep going and not slow down, which is what would happen if you went to a more traditional supermarket. Thanks everybody. If you want to follow my Telegram, the link is right here. And then if you want to watch an old video on the channel, I'll find another supermarket video for you to watch, and you can keep traveling with Russell. Okay everybody, I'm off on another adventure. Bye.